Could I ask the Minister for Enterprise how much is outstanding on the tourism grant in favour of the Sefton Group, and what mechanism is being used to transfer it to the new owners of the Sefton Hotel?
Calling the Minister for Enterprise, Mr Skelly.
Good morning, Dr. At the end of 2009, assistance totalling £391,944 was paid to the Sefton Group plc under the Visitor Facility Improvement Scheme 2007. That scheme was operated by the then Department of Tourism and Leisure for tourism premises. The assistance helped support the refurbishment of 2 adjoining guest houses into 9 suites that would form part of the Sefton Hotel. A condition of the assistance was that satisfactory security was provided, and this was provided by a mortgage debenture and joint first fixed charge on the Sefton Hotel. Another condition was that if the property was sold or ceased to be used for tourism purposes for any continuous period of a year within the period set out in the terms and conditions, then the amount would be repayable. Since then, the Sefton Group plc has sold 2 of the 9 suites, and in accordance with the terms of the assistance, repaid the grant received plus interest in respect of those suites. The outstanding balance, and thus the potential liability under the offer of assistance, is therefore currently £304,845. The terms and conditions are applicable for 15 years from the date of payment of the assistance, and after 10 years the amount potentially repayable is reduced by 20% each year. The Sefton Group notified Department of its intention to sell and lease back the Sefton Hotel from new owners. Department and the new owners have agreed to replace the contract for assistance with a new contract which replicates the existing terms for the remaining period. Good morning.
Supplementary, Mrs Beecroft.
Thank you, Mr President. Could the Minister confirm that when one of the apartments that's been subject to a tourist grant actually goes on the market for sale, obviously for private individuals, not particularly for tourism, does this constitute a sort of a break in the conditions of the tourist grant, or is it actually when the sale takes place? Because I would have thought if it's actually on for sale, it's not really classed as tourism anymore, but it's been subject for a private sale. And could he confirm what mechanism is actually being used, what legal mechanism is actually being used to transfer the balance to the new owners?
Mr Skelly.
Good morning, Dr. Ann. If the group decide to actually sell that property and therefore do the change of use, we would expect to be notified and therefore enact the terms and conditions where we would ask for the amount to be repaid. With regards to the mechanism, there are those terms and conditions which have transferred to the new owners, but in this case we have actually replaced a new contract for assistance which replicates those existing terms for the remaining period.
Mrs Beecroft.
Thank you, Mr President. Could the Minister confirm how many of the suites or the apartments, whatever he wants to call them, in the Sefton Hotel have actually been put up for sale during the period of the tourist grant, and how many he has received the funds for, whether they've been sold or not?
Reply, sir.
Good morning. There were 9 suites that were created out of these 2 adjoining guest houses, and there were 2 that had been sold, and those grants have actually been repaid. If they've been put for sale for any other time, I'm not aware of it, and if they do have any intention, I'm not aware either, but there have been 2 sold, and those grants actually have been repaid for that proportion.
Mrs Beecroft.
Thank you, Mr President. Could I ask the Minister to actually check and confirm to members of this court how many have actually been put on the market during the period of the tourist grant, because my memory might not be 100% correct, but I certainly seem to recall there being more than 2 being placed on the market.
Minister.
Good morning. I'd gladly check that information. It may be possible that they wish to actually sell more of those units or all of those units, but they have only successfully sold 2, which I've already confirmed have actually been repaid. But I can confirm that, and we'll share that with honourable members.